The number one book that made me quit my job, the number one book that made me reevaluate everything, the number one book that changed the game for me was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a famous book. A lot of you guys probably have read it. And that book changed everything for me because I always wanted freedom. At the time I was working on cruise ships. I was a personal trainer. I was speaking. I was teaching a lot about mindset. I was teaching a lot about influence, about all of these things back in 2009. And in 2010, I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and that changed everything for me. Immediately, I quit my job. I had a contract signed to go on another ship. Okay, I had a contract signed to travel around the world again. I got a newer commission. I got everything I wanted. I was the number one out of 300 people in my job, in my position. I was in the top in sales. So I had everything I asked for. And I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I quit. Okay, and I went out on my own. I started on my own. And the reason I went out on my own was because in the cash flow quadrant, okay, in Robert Kiyosaki's kind of the main thing around the book, he talks about going from employee and self-employed, which is the left side of the quadrant, over to business owner and investor, which is the right side of the quadrant. And the difference here is on the left side of the quadrant, you have money working, mosquitoes, sorry about that. You have money working for, you are trading time for money. On the left side of the quadrant, you are trading time for money. Okay, which means as an employee, you are paid for the hours you work. Okay, so you guys can all relate to that. On the bottom of the quadrant, you are self-employed, which again is determined, how much money you make is determined by the hours you work. For example, you're a barber. How many haircuts can you do in one day? Okay, you're in a restaurant. How many meals can you serve? What do you open? That's all. Your income is limited by the time you're working. On the right side of the quadrant, you are a business owner. You are creating leverage. Okay, maybe you have people working for you. Maybe you have systems in place that is generating revenue automatically for you. This is the right side of the quadrant. Then you have investor. As an investor, then money is working for you. So your money is multiplying your money. So let me ask you a question. Where do you want to be, on the left side of the quadrant or on the right side of the quadrant? Okay, so I read this in 2010. I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, I want to be over here. I want to be a business owner. I don't want to be an employee anymore. I don't want to be working for someone else. And even being self-employed, even if you're a personal trainer, you're working when everybody else is off. You're in first thing in the morning, and I have friends now still in the fitness industry. You're up at 5 a.m. Okay, you're working till 10 p.m. It's difficult. It's not easy. And again, your income is limited because you can only train so many people in a day. So you want to move from the left side of the quadrant to the right side. And that's why today, more than ever, online business is so perfect, because you can create leverage. You can start with small startup money. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? A lot of people don't start online businesses or any business because they don't want to invest anything. They don't want to invest the time it takes to learn, and they don't want to invest the money it takes to start. Okay, let me tell you something. If you believe that money is difficult to make, difficult to earn, it will be difficult to earn, because it's immediately causing a disconnect. It's causing a block for you. If you believe money comes easily and you can earn money easily, and that you can learn whatever needs to be learned to make money, then you have much more confidence in starting the business than taking a step. Okay, unfortunately, most people say, I want more income, they want another business, but they'll never take the step because they have a limiting belief about money, or they have a limiting belief about themselves, that they're not worthy, or they're not deserving, or they're not capable, or they don't have the experience or the knowledge, or their parents were never in business. It doesn't matter. It's all bullshit, okay? It's all fear. It's all ego. It's all doubt, okay? Really, when you get down to it, how do you want to live your life? And for me, the life I wanted to live, I would never be able to get there as an employee. I would never get there even as self-employed. I needed to create leverage. Okay, and to create the best leverage, number one, multiple streams of income is a key. Okay, now today you can do that. Okay, now you can have multiple streams of income online. You can invest in different things. There's so many investment possibilities. You have to be careful. You have to find the right people, the right company. You have to find people with the expertise. And I talk about this a lot, that your net worth is determined by your network. Okay, the better network you have, the better people around you, the better chances you have of, having support and expertise going with you going forward. If you're surrounded by people who play video games all day, you're not going to be inspired to start a business. Okay, so to start a business, you have to have the right people around you first so that it gets you in the right place, gets your mindset in the right place. When your mindset is in the right place, you can figure out what needs to be done. And let me tell you today, in 2020, it's easier than ever. There's more experience, more knowledge shared than ever before. When I started in 2010, it was nobody doing it. Like, it wasn't cool to be an entrepreneur. It wasn't sexy in 2010. It's sexy now. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur now. Okay, so it takes confidence, but you should have more confidence now because it's so, it's so accessible. Knowledge is so accessible. Experience is so accessible. There's millions of books. There's millions of channels on YouTube. There's literally millions of videos you can watch on whatever you want to do. So let me tell you, read Rich Dad Poor Dad if you haven't read it yet, and think about what kind of life you want to live, and is the job you're in or the position you're in financially now, is that going to give you the better lifestyle? Is it going to give you the lifestyle you want? Because maybe it won't. And you are naive and you're foolish if you think that just staying on the same path, magic is going to happen. That things are just going to fall on top of you and you're going to be successful. It doesn't work like that. You have to be willing to invest time, first of all, and you have to be willing to invest some money to start your business, okay? These people who don't want to spend any money, you're wasting time, okay? You're wasting time, stay away from them. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. You have to invest time, energy, and money, and you have to invest in yourself, educating yourself. You have to buy books, you have to buy audios, you have to travel to events, or you have to book coaches and mentors. I'm a coach and a mentor, but I have coaches and mentors. I spent thousands of years on coaching and mentoring for me. Okay, and people spend thousands a year with me on coaching and mentoring. You have to feed your mind. But nowadays, there's so much free content, like right now online that you're watching. There's so much free content. Now is the best time. Okay, so I know I went a lot of different directions. Over the next few weeks, I will be doing a little bit more specific videos on each. But if you like it, let me know. And I look forward to sharing with you more my experience, my history, my knowledge. And again, guys, don't be afraid. Send a DM if you got a question. If you want recommendations on books, keep following my page, commenting on my stuff, and you'll see I'm always recommending books. I'm always giving advice. If you look at most of my photos on Instagram, you will see it. On the caption, there's advice, there's philosophy, there's knowledge always. I'm not here just trying to show you cool pictures. I want to give you value so that you can have the cool pictures, so that you can travel and live a good lifestyle. So that's it from today. That's my video. The book that made me quit my job, Rich Dad Poor Dad in 2010. I hope you got some value from it, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.